Is the head important? Is the brain important? Is the head that contains the eyes and the nose and the mouth and the ears. And now the head is so big and the head is saying, hey, feet, get away. I don't need you. Can the head say that? A head without hands, a head without the trunk of the body, a head without legs, you'll not get anywhere. Even if you are the head, some of us who are pastors, some of us sometimes will become, allow my word please, will become hot-headed. And then we say, you people there, if you are not going to do what I said, go out up there. No, they will not go out. Don't go out. This is your church. I said, this is your church. Nobody will drive you out. And it is wrong for the pastor, it is wrong for the head to say, I have no need of him, I have no need of her. God needs every one of us. He says, no, again, the head to the feet, I have no need of you. He's talking about humility. We should be humble. We should not be so proud and so lifted up and so high and so self-exalted that we say that we don't need some other people. There will be humility. All our workers will be humble. I will be humble. I said I will be humble. If the father is humble, the children must be humble. If the pastor is humble, the members must be humble. Now, many times when we say humble, humble, humble yourself, we don't understand what is humility. H, not haughty, not high-minded, not hot-headed. That's what humility means. That H in humility, you are not hot-headed. You don't just rise up, drive everybody, and then impose yourself on everybody. You are not haughty. You're not proud. You're not high-minded. You, in that word, humble, means you are not unconcerned. There are some people, once, they're all right, I have my role, I fulfill my role, I'm not concerned about other people. No, you there means you're not unconcerned. It means you are not unyielding. You see, if somebody is unyielding, that person is proud. That person is haughty. That person is pompous. He's unyielding. He doesn't yield to appeal. He doesn't yield to, even when you appeal to them and you beg them and you plead with them, please, my brother, please, my sister. They say, no, I will have my way. That's not humility. Because if you are humble, you will not be unconcerned about the feeling of other people. You will not be unyielding. You will not be ungovernable. Ungovernable. There's some people, you can't govern them. You can't direct them. You can't lead them. They're ungovernable. But you see, when we're humble, you are there. And if we say sit down, by the grace of God, you are sitting down. If we say stand up, by the grace of God, you are standing up. And whatever it is you are told to do, because you are humble, you are not ungovernable. M there in the word humble means you are not magnifying self. You are not magnifying self. There are some people, they look so big as if the door is made for only themselves, that they won't allow other people to pass. And we're lining at the back there, and the fellow, is big, a stature, stands at the doorway there. We cannot even pass because the man is so big and he will not make way for other people. That's not humility. In humility, we're not magnifying self. Humility does not minimize others. Minimize others. Sometimes the people, sometimes they look at somebody like this as if the ground should open and swallow you up. I don't be intimidated by anybody's look. I said you will not be intimidated by anybody's look. You're important in the house of God. You're essential in the house of God. And what God has appointed for you to do, you will do. You will not fail. There's a reward waiting for you in heaven, and somebody belittling you, minimizing you, will not hinder your progress in Jesus' name. He does not magnify self. He does not minimize others. He does not murmur. That's it. Somebody who is humble is not murmuring. You know why people murmur? why did they give me this way? This seat is, is too far apart, it's too far away. This one, why did they give me this position? Why did they give me this this privilege? Why is it they gave so and so this? I came before him. Humility will not murmur. And B, humility is not boastful. Not boastful. If you know what I will do, and you know what I can do, and it's not bullying. People, they see somebody, get out of there, and they shout on them as if they're driving a dog. They don't have respect for other people. That's not humility. As we're workers and we're united together, we'll be humble. There'll be no boasting. It's not boastful. It's not bullying. It's not bloated. The people who are bloated, sometimes if you make a mistake, you bought a loaf of bread, and then as you have a bucket of water, and without you knowing, all of a sudden the bread dropped where? In the bucket of water, and before you pick it up, it's bloated. It's so big like this, and you've lost that loaf of bread. And when somebody is bloated like that, we've lost him. He cannot do what he ought to do in the kingdom. If you're humble, you are not haughty. You are not high-minded. You are not hot-headed. If you're humble, you are not unconcerned. You are not unyielding. You are not ungovernable. If you're humble, you are not magnifying self. You are not minimizing others. You are not murmuring. If you're humble, you are not boastful. You are not bullying. You are not bloated. If you're humble, you are not lawless. You see, lawless people, they're proud. It's like, I will do what I will do. Let them come and touch me and let me see. I will go where I will go. Let them talk and I will see. And I'm going to disregard their instruction. I'm going to disobey everything they're saying. And let them come to me and challenge me, and I will show them who I am. He is not humble. A humble person will not be lawless. A humble person is not loud-mouthed. Loud-mouthed. There's some people, some things they say, you'll be shocked. You say, who is he talking to like that? They'll say, well, that's his dad. And his dad takes that. Who is she talking to like that? That's her mother. And the mother takes that. Who is she reacting to like that? That's her boss. And he says, if you want to stop my appointment, that's okay. In fact, I'm ready to even go. A humble person is not loud-mouthed. A humble person is not lying. A humble person is not lying. A humble person is not excluding others. I can do everything. I don't need any helping hand. All of you, go and find what you are going to do. I am here. And since I am here, I'm going to do everything. No, a humble person doesn't act like that, excluding others. A humble person is not exaggerating self-importance, exaggeration. If you know the mountain I can climb, if you know the places I can get to, if I write any application anywhere, my English, my vocabulary, everything I write there, trust me, this will happen. A humble person does not exaggerate self-importance. A humble person does not exhibit pride. You see, if we're going to be united as workers, we will be humble, and God will keep you humble.